So in this video I'm going to take the High Performance Endorsement exam. There is no lessons for this, so we'll just pay for the exam and see what happens. So the High Performance Endorsement enables pilots to fly aircraft equipped with engines producing more than 200 horsepower. Today's flight consists of a standard left-hand traffic pattern around Friday Harbors Airport, located in the beautiful island of San Juan in the state of Washington, USA. With great power comes extra side effects, prompting pilots to adapt their flying to manage their output of more powerful engines. Extra power means more torque, accentuated left turning tendencies, more heat generation and more fuel consumption, more complex system management. You'll be passing this exam with a Cessna 400 TT Corvallis, later referred to as the Cessna TTX, an airplane that marked history as the fastest single-engine fixed-gear production aircraft. The TT Corvallis is equipped with a twin turbocharged Continental TSIO-550-C 6-cylinder engine producing over 300 horsepower, enabling the aircraft to cruise at over 200 knots. Do not feel too daunted by the power figures of the 400 TT. Operate the controls smoothly, pay attention to power management, and you'll be well on your way to obtaining your endorsement. Try to avoid going over 85% power in the cruise by performing the necessary throttle and power adjustments. If you want to counter the aircraft's left-turning tendencies, you will need to input some right rudder to keep the plane centered with the runway on takeoff. Sure, but this is almost certainly one I can use the autopilot to help me with. Yes, Stuart, so the lessons for the earlier stuff, so the lessons for the PPL, there's lessons for the CPL, there's lessons for the night rating that are not night specific because they're basically the same, and there are lessons for the instrument rating, which I did earlier on in flight, and that video is coming out tomorrow morning. However, I would say they're all insufficient. Like, so for example, if you watch the CPL video, the IR video tomorrow, it doesn't ever tell you how to set your transponder code, also known as your squawk code. And that's the first thing it asks you to do in the IR test. So there are things in the test that are never covered in any of the lessons. I still yearn for the days of FSX, where the instructor was so much better at covering things. However, as many of you know, I am actually a qualified pilot IRL, so things like that don't really stop me. Yes, you would struggle, and you would be annoyed by it. Well, that warning came up, right? I have auto rudder turned on as an assist I want, and it has said auto rudder is turned off for the purposes of this exam. Fair enough, to be honest. Right, remove engine covers, remove chocks, remove the pitot cover. Where's the pitot cover? Because now that these things are working, oh, there it is. I will do it. Remove the pitot cover, and we'll walk around and hop in. Yeah, I mean, you know, you'd be able to fly, and you'd probably even be able to pass with like a C rating. You couldn't get an A rating, I don't think, with the lessons as they are.
Time to show what you can do with more powerful aircraft. You will be flying a Cessna 400 TT Corvallis today. With more than 200 horsepower, it has to be the most powerful single-engine piston-powered plane that you have ever flown. Try to be gentle on the controls, and remain alert during takeoff and landing. Do not hesitate to apply some right rudder to counter the aircraft's left-turning tendencies.
Oh. Oh, there is no flight plan put in. That's clever. Okay. So they got smart. I guess they're thinking, like, if you get to this point in the career...
Hotel Whiskey November uniform taxi for south departure.
We're not helping you anymore. which is good, because I was hoping that the boxes would all disappear and all that assists, because it doesn't feel real. Has it done it again? Sorry, it has. It's done it again. I was wondering why my controls weren't working. Is that toggle working now? Yes, it is. Acknowledgement taxi clearance.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway tree for using taxiway, Whiskey November uniform.
He's in my way, but I guess I'm gonna have to just take him out. Ooh, boy, does it turn way faster. Yeah, I want to fly these aircraft. Slow down, you'll end up yelling at me for taxiing too fast. That is a good point. They are saved for each plane. But I had previously clicked the button that said apply to all planes, which means that that didn't work. So you are correct, sir. That's exactly what's happening. It's because it's a different plane. But I'll just have to add it as part of my pre-flight checks. We'll hold here. We'll request our takeoff clearance.
Tower
We'll go
India.
into the cockpit
Hotel,
now.
Whiskey November uniform at runway tree 4 ready for departure south departure.
India, Hotel Whiskey November uniform altimeter 29.92 departure to the south approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4 Whiskey November uniform.
Oh mate, there are hundreds of bugs in the system. I'm just happy that the flights appear to be loading in relatively fast right now. I've been seeing in the Discord that there is a update that's been released, but people, once they install it, are ending up back on loading screen issues and things. So I got in before the update, and I ain't going anywhere until I'm done flying for the night, because everything seems to be running relatively smoothly for me, and I don't want to risk that. Let's take in a first stage of flaps. Typically always a good idea for takeoff. We'll put some throttle in, a bit of rudder in. That's a bit too much rudder. Full throttle now. Looks like 75 is rotate. We will climb out. That would have been runway 34, if I have to guess.
Whiskey November uniform continue for south departure.
Acknowledge that.
Tower India. Hotel Whiskey November uniform continue for south departure.
It's important for me to know what the runway heading was for when it wants me to do the turn. Okay, so we'll throttle back now. It still wants me to climb, which is interesting. So we'll keep climbing. As we turn onto the crosswind leg. Oh, there's boxes. Oh, that makes it so much easier. I was not expecting box support. Here's me trying to do it all proper and all that. Guess I'm a little bit too soon to turn on to downwind, huh? That's 1600, but it'll level off. Huh. Yeah, you installed it on your potato, did you? Sorry, I mean your iPhone. Go a little bit faster. Pitch it down. So what's interesting is that there is a GPS path. You can see it in the map on the top left.
Hotel Whiskey November uniform 1,700 feet to land.
Oh, a little bit high.
Whiskey November uniform tower. Altimeter 29.992 fly left downwind runway tree 4.
Cool, cool.
Whiskey November uniform wind 254 at 4. Cleared to land runway tree 4.
Power back. Begin our turn on to base. Power all the way back right now until we see what we need.
Cleared to land runway tree for Whiskey November uniform.
Because I am going to want to start introducing flaps, so I'm going to have to slow down anyway. So we can keep ourselves in these boxes. Oh, that was a little bit soon. It's weird, these boxes are crazy. This power is off. Let's get a stage of flaps in. Gonna just keep power off. I think we're gonna be able to go all the way in without it. Oh. Ha! I don't think I took flaps out on takeoff. That might cost me. It didn't come up and say anything. Because I was pretty much always in flap speed, apart from when I tried to go fast in the downwind. So we'll see. That's a nice high-res runway you got there. Not. You would think for one that's in the lessons to had it powered on, because we're descending too fast and getting a little bit nervous that we might not make it. Power off. We need to flare. And down. Whoa, 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 what are you doing?
Whiskey November uniform.
That's gonna cost me. Oh, on the ground you can really feel that extra power yawing you to the left.
Whiskey November uniform turn next taxiway. Whiskey November uniform contact ground on 128.25.
Again, it wants me to stop at the hold stop. Oh, 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 oh. It's giving it to me, so I'm going to take it before I go over.
For Whiskey November uniform.
Don't know. Don't know how that went. Might need to do it again to get A. Because that landing was, oh. What? Just giving me a taxi. But it still doesn't think I've stopped at the hold stop. I'm going to go over to this corner of it. Because I really don't want to go over the stop and get marked down for something. There we go.
Ground India, Hotel Whiskey November uniform taxi to parking.
India, Hotel Whiskey November uniform taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Doesn't always make all the ATC calls as well. That's another little bug. It's going to tell me to taxi through another aircraft. I think. Oh, maybe not. No, not this time. It does like to do that though. It does like to tell me to taxi through other aircraft. I'm not convinced that was A. I don't think I'd give that A. So we might do it again. If it's not A. What's going on with that? Wow, cool story, bro. You're in without a VPN. Means everything's working perfectly.
And that's another certification in the bag. Congratulations.
Thank you. Really? I'm actually genuinely surprised that that was an A. Maybe they didn't... Plane handling 100%! I don't think it watched my landing. My landing was not 100%. Did I take a screenshot? I'm not sure. Take it now just in case. Traffic pattern altitude 99%. Traffic pattern 94%. Taxi path 98%. Plane handling. Okay. So we've got the high performance rating as well now. Congratulations, certification high performance endorsement passed. Allows you to operate an airplane with an engine capable of producing power over 200 horsepower. This endorsement enables pilots to fly heavier, faster and more capable aircraft. So we've unlocked the Viking Air, the Textron Beechcraft Bonanza, I do like that aircraft, and the Invisible Aero Elvira Optica. Now we're definitely going to have to go and get some more money. I could go for the night rating. We could just do a bunch of ratings on this stream and then go and do some grinding. I think we might. The night rating doesn't give you anything as far as I can tell. But anyway, I need to stop the recording. So that's it for the high performance endorsement video.